Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have the first video of the new year, the first video of the new made box that we had a couple of days ago, and of course it couldn't be anything else but Invoked Shadoll. So a lot of people were waiting for this, and here we are. So of course, as you may have already seen from the thumbnail, but before jumping right in, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here actually with Human Astral, but you know the skill is an archive skill, so you can use it with any character you want once you unlock it. Very quickly, what I love about this skill is that you can special summon anything from the extra deck. That's why we can play Invoked. And so it gives you a free window in the extra deck that becomes a 9-card extra deck, and then we have triple Shadoll Fusion into the deck and the Shadoll Schism. So, or Schism? I don't know how to tell it. Maybe Schism, probably, right? So also you have an additional effect. Once per duel you can choose one Shadoll card from either your the card in your graveyard or your banished cards and return it to the deck or the extra deck. So actually it's a monster. So Shadoll Fusion is a very powerful card because it's an upgraded version of Lunalight Fusion. You know, with Lunalight Fusion, if your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, you can actually use one of the materials from the deck. With Shadoll Fusion instead, if your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, you can actually use all the monsters from the deck. So basically you have a 1-card combo, 1-card fusion if you go second, and you mill everything you want from your deck. You don't even have to add the monster in your hand. That's crazy. And what's even better with Shadoll is that they have effects when they are sent to the graveyard by a card effect, and of course this works with the fusion. So Shadoll Fusion, it's actually a very important card. And then Winda, it's way stronger and such a good turn 1 compared to the El Shadoll construct. Because this just locks you and your opponent into one special summon per turn. Also, it can be destroyed by card effects, and as you will see in the replays, a crazy turn 1 is just Shadoll Winda plus Invoked Caliga. So this means that your opponent is locked into one special summon per turn, one monster's effect per turn, and it's done, nothing else. Crazy. Then we have, this is the deck list, as you can see. So we're playing just one El Shadoll construct, and to be 100% honest with you, I never felt the urge to play 2, so I'm not sure I'm gonna back to get a couple of this. One for me was totally fine, as in this meta we have tons, literally tons of back rows that can deal with monsters. Keep in mind that the effect of these monsters actually gets overcome even if you just use a Book of Moon on it. So if you use a Book of Moon and then you attack into this monster that was face down, what happens is that the effect at the start of the damage step does not activate because it was sat at the beginning at the start of the damage step. So that's it. Of course, a very great card because it mills and it lets you recycle stuff once it's sent to the graveyard. But yeah, of course, if you get to choose, Winda is way better in my opinion. And then we have for the extra deck, triple Purgatrio, way better than Grista. That is kinda like Stardust Warrior, so basically can negate Synchro Summons, Link Summon, and Xyz Summon, but you know, not the Fusion Summon or stuff like that. Not even the Tenyi. You can't negate the effect of Tenyi because they actually happens after an effect, after the revelation in their hand. So yeah, so it could be better, but not that great. Caliga, you'll love because Caliga plus Winda, as you will see in the replays, it's just one of the best lockdown you can have. The Wendigo, just because you might find yourself having only Wendy as a wind attribute, you can go with that, but still not crazy. And I'm not playing the Shadoll construct, the Link monster, as I never find myself with double flip monster on the field, so I just went into Magie System and Maiden. So in the beginning I was playing the effect Veiler as a light monster to summon the construct with, but then you can just play Artemis, so you summon basically Alistair, or actually you summon any shuttle monster, that can be the dragon, the Squamata, they are all spellcaster, and you can link summon into Artemis so that you have your light monster ready whenever you need it. Then of course we have triple Alistair the Invoker, one invocation is fine. Super Poly is the MVP for now, because you can use the Super Poly either with Alistair the Invoker on the field, or of course with any shuttle monster, fusing of course with monsters your opponent controls, so that's just really beautiful. Triple Keeper of Dragon Magic, and this is my choice. I prefer to play 6 Shuttle Fusion instead of L Shuttle Fusion, the quick play spell, that is this one right here. So I'm not playing this, as honestly the normal Shuttle Fusion is way better in my opinion. This can enable some ATK, but usually because you can have another fusion summon during the even during your opponent's turn, of course. But yeah, I think it's just better to go for the 6 L Shuttle Fusion. I honestly love it. Even though with these, for example, the only thing we lose for the skill is that we can't summon Alistair with the effect of Keeper. That's the only thing we lose with the skill, but it's totally worth it because searching for the Shuttle Fusion is just so good, honestly. And these can be a dark monster to use for your fusion summon for either your Winda or your Caliga. Triple Wendy, the best one to send, because of course it's when it's sent to the grave and she special summons a shuttle face down that is ready to activate its flip effect. One allow, just in case we desperately need a fire monster to go into Purgatorio, you can just use a shuttle fusion to send these from the graveyard, or actually the effect of Squamata to send these to the graveyard, and you have a fire attribute ready to use. One dragon to pop a spell card when you actually send it to the graveyard. Squamata to send anything we need. Double Hedgehog because its flip effect is crazy, but you usually wanna summon him with the effect of Wendy. You're not waiting for just to set it, because usually your normal summon is wasted for either Alistair or Keeper of Dragon Magic. And then the Spice, Shiranu Speed Monster, because of course if you banish this guy from the graveyard for the summon of either Purgatorio or Grista, you get to pop a face-up card. That's really nice. Honestly, I love it. And then we have the Falco, just one, because just in case you can recycle a shuttle monster from your graveyard and special summon that in face-down defense position. One invocation is fine. And then among the staples, the perfect for shuttle is Dino-Mishkas, because Dino-Mishkas is, I mean, you can banish a face-up card, and that's crazy, that's very good. But the card you discard, it's not a cost, so it triggers the effect of all the shuttle monsters. That's why Dino-Mishkas, it's the perfect card to use. Guys, that is all for the explanation. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. This is just my first try, and I already love Invoked Shadoll. I'm gonna try a lot of different stuff, so stay tuned for those. That's everything for the explanation. Let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay, of course, nonetheless to say, I reached Legend rank 1 with this stack. It was pretty easy from Platinum rank 6. And here's the first duel. So it's us to go first. Not the perfect hand to go first, because Shuttle Fusion would have been perfect going second, but going first it's useless unless you have shuttle monsters in your hand. So I just went with Alistair, of course, double Alistair, so we can go into Caliga. We're chilling for that, but unfortunately he's got the Radiant, the Kaiju, so the best way to go for that. Actually, Caliga would have been perfect against Tenyi, because after the first special summon, the first effect, he could have not summoned anything else. So it was lucky to get the Kaiju, and still he went all the way into the Berserker, of course, to pop the Radiant, and that's fine. He has that annoying spell card that makes this unaffected, so we have to get rid of that. But of course now he has an extra deck monster, so we can use Shuttle Fusion using all the monsters from from the deck. Wendy to summon a monster, Dragon to pop the spell card. The only thing I misplayed here was that I actually used Wendy, so I'm going to special summon a monster and then I can't summon anything else because of Winter, right? So I should have not sent Wendy, that was my misplay. So I just set another monster, the Squamata, and I'm chilling. Otherwise I could have just gone into Alistair, Purgatrio by banishing this and then attacking, but yeah, that was my misplay. Then he went with the effect of Vishuda, but as soon as he used that, not to special summon, otherwise he could have not summoned anything else, he went just for the bounce, but as soon as he banished it, I can just use Schism to summon the Winda again. So again on the field, and also with the Schism I can just send the Tenyi to the Berserker to the graveyard. This effect does not destroy, so no blue Tenyi activate, and it does not target, so no red Tenyi activation. We're chilling right now, it's got just a special summon and it's done because of Winda. At this point, Squamata to pop that, he's got the Heavenly Dragon Circle to basically not lose the monster. He has 6k life points, keep in mind that, and I went with Alistair the Invoker to grab the Invocation, then Invocation into the Purgatrio, but I forgot one thing, and this one thing is that the Winda cannot attack directly because of the effect of Schism. The monster that you summon with Schism cannot attack directly, but still we're chilling because he's locked into one summon. There you go, a Shuna special summon and he's done. Still, I don't know why I used Adjunct to get the Shuttle Fusion and I misplayed. I should have just attacked, basically. I went into Shuttle Fusion and I was forced to summon Grista, then Squamata to send the Adjunct. And as I attacked, he used Jelly Cannon to return the Winda to the deck, but still, I attacked with Grista thanks to the boost of Alistair and then some more damage, but now as soon as he summoned Vishuda, he activates the effect. Guess what? Schism to summon the Winda again, so after he summons the Vishuda, he can't do nothing else and he scooped. Even though I had a couple of misplays, I still won against the top tier, the tier 1 meta deck right now. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys, we have Lunalight. This should be a quick one because it's us to go first. We have the perfect hand. I just started with Alistair, grabbing the Invocation, then Shuttle Fusion to fuse the Alistair and a Shuttle monster in my hand to go into Winda. Then we can use Adjunct effect, of course, to search for a reshuttle Winda. Then Invocation to go into Galiga, and this is the perfect turn 1, especially against Lunalight. One special summon, one effect monster per turn. Literally you can't do nothing. So he's got the Tenyi to grab the Black Sheep to his end, but then he summons the Kaleido check, he used the effect and he realized he couldn't do nothing with Martin because after the effect of Kaleido check nothing else can be activated, and he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys. This was a long one, but I think I lost this, but I just wanted to show you how crazy this deck can be. I had a couple of misplays, guys. Of course, forgive me. It's just because I'm not so confident with the deck. It's just a new deck. I need to play it even more. So we just had the Schism and literally nothing else to go first. Kind of a brick, and if you think about it, it's really unlikely to happen just because look at the deck. Like, we have so many less spell cards. It's very unlikely to draw old spell cards. We have like 24 cards in the deck, and more than 15 are monsters. So yeah, I was playing the effect Veiler as I told you guys, but the last version that you saw in the decklist breakdown is the best one. So he's got Live Twin, as you can see, but I'm kind of chilling with Live Twin because I know it's very unlikely for him to finish me, to OTK me. So he's got the LP boost, he's got the search of the field spell, and of course he's gonna end up with triple back rows. That's always the main issue. Back rows literally carry this meta, no doubt on that. So he's got a couple of attacks for the damage. Now Shuttle Fusion becomes perfect because we can send anything. And keep in mind, to summon Winda, what I did here was to send the Alistair the Invoker that counted as a dark monster. So now that we have the Invocation that becomes live, so it can be used now because we have Alistair in the graveyard. So I went with the effect of Squamata to send the Dragon to pop the field spell. I thought was the best idea because any other back row could have been used to, you know, in response, so I just went for that. Then Invocation, sending the Hollow from my hand to go into Purgatorio, Hollow's effect to send a couple of monsters, and I got the Edgejoker's effect live. Then Invocation to get the Alistair back to my hand, and we're not done yet. The Keeper just to attack compulsory to begin with. Evil Twin present, and I went with Schism because I thought I could actually avoid that happening, but I couldn't. And then Book of Moon, triple back row straight away to survive. You know, one less back row and it would have already been done. So he's got Kiseki to pop a card. Still he's got the another Lila, summoning the Kiseki back on the field to draw. And then double set plus Kiseki to have the effect of Lila live, but he's not done yet. Levianeer, not to pop, just to win. He attacked, but guess what? Alistair to boost that, so we are still surviving here. And then Winda to get me in a Shuttle Fusion, that of course is live right now. I went with the effect to get another Winda back to my hand, so there you go. Winda again sending the Reshuddle Wendy, but this was a misplay because now that we summoned with Wendy, we cannot special summon anymore, so this was another misplay. So still I set that the other guy, CQ to pop a monster, the set one Edgejoker to get me a Falco, and we're chilling. I just attacked the Kiseki at this point, and he's got one draw, Lila again, a draw again, so still secret password to get the trap card for Evil Twin, set it, attacking, and with Winda we got the Shuttle Fusion back. We're kinda chilling with Wendy because now Wendy can set an Hedgehog that will search us the Schism, right? So we're chilling now. Hedgehog again to get the Schism, then Invocation to summon another, actually the first Purgatorio. It's another Purgatorio. Of course the effect of Invocation to get the Alistair back, and then I set the Falco, set the Schism. I wanted to go into the battle phase as soon as he uses GGS to boost the Kiseki Super Poly to summon Construct, right? So I got, so with one move I got rid of both the Link monsters. We're chilling now, Construct to mill even more, but I have no more monsters in the deck to mill, so unfortunately as Book of Moon. And here comes the other misplay. I should have attacked with Purgatorio, I should have attacked the Levianeer, but I didn't. Using the Levianeer's effect basically, the Alistair's effect basically, but I didn't. He also had the Typhoon to pop my trap card, that was unfortunate. And now look at how am I losing right now, just enemy controller taking control of my Purgatorio and finishing me with that. Not for the Construct, that as you can see did not activate its effect, right? And then it just attacked the Falco and then the piercing damage. That was unfortunate, but I made tons of misplay in this duel, guys, and I played through tons of back rows, so these can actually give you an idea on how good this deck can be. That's how you do it. That's not how you do it, my boys. There you go. Fourth duel, let's see what we have. It's charts. This I think it was another quick one probably. As you can see, we got the Keeper of Dragon Magic. I sent the Alistair because I thought I could summon him, but actually I can't. So Shuttle Fusion into Winda, and then Hedgehog to get in Hollow, setting the Super Poly. We're chilling, of course this is a Shuttle monster. He's got the Flawless Tenyi, but as soon as he summons Adara, he realized he can't do nothing, he just has to hand his turn, and then Keeper again, attacking Winda to get even more damage, but now again, it's just stuck into one special summon. He normal summoned the Adara, but he still can't synchro summon because he already did one special summon, so Winda can just turn off whole decks, literally. Because with one special summon, you literally can't do nothing. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was, guys, my rank up to Legend rank 1 if I'm not wrong, so, or maybe from Platinum 6 to 7, one of the rank up basically, and he's got the Constellar stuff, lovely, we got the Super Poly, and so we know basically that Construct is live, because all Constellar monsters are light, and we have the Super Poly, so chilling right now. He's got the Caduceus, so he's gonna have a pretty nice turn 1, basically with double, actually with the draw as well, with the Constellar star chart. He's got first the Omega that can make all the Constellar monsters unaffected by spell trap card. Then Caduceus effect, and he's got another summon Pleiades, so he has a bounce and a perfection, right? We just started with the Sat monster, so he can't do nothing in response. Super Poly to send the Falco and the Spirit Master to the graveyard, of course with the Pleiades to go into a Shadow Construct. That mills Falco, that special summon itself when it's sent to the graveyard. Omega to make it unaffected, but this does not mean anything. Squamata to send the Wendy that will special summon us another monster. Use Crow on Wendy, but this will not negate the effect. So we have an Adjunct, and at this point we just attack. Effect of Construct to pop it. We're literally chilling right now. It's got the Constellar Zubeneshmali, but then he just scooped because, I mean, he could have even gone through Construct with another Pleiades. Actually, no, because Pleiades is limited 1, so he had no out to Construct with this, but still, we did literally nothing, and we had a couple of flip monster that flipping would have get us even more cards. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, this was my 3rd win in a row. We have LP Boost Alpha. Let's see what we have. It's us to go first. We have Alistair to begin with, getting the Invocation in our hands, setting Jet Super Poly, and was chilling because I could use, of course, this. Then he went with, it was Super Quantum, as you can see right there, the Alphans, summoning a couple of stuff. Actually revealing 3 monsters, choosing randomly 1, you get the blue layer to get the search, actually the field spell, right, because he wanted to go into the super power range right there. So he's got, of course, the field spell. He also has, look at that, the Method of Fusion, perfect card, but as soon as he targets the red layer, it just went straight away into Purgatrio, so now he can't go into the big boss. He can just go into 2 Xyz monster that can actually deal with Purgatrio, because these can flip down my Purgatrio, but he can't do nothing more than that. So as you could see, Roboros flipping my Purgatrio, attacking, but we're kinda chilling right now because we have the Invocation ready. So at this point, without even performing normal summon, Invocation into Purgatrio with the Spirit Monster that was banished, so we can pop a card. We popped the boy that can flip, of course, so he flipped down the Purgatrio, but that's fine. Then Invocation to grab the Alistair back to our hand. Then I went with Alistair, of course, using the grabbing the Invocation again. It's got the Grumples to pop it, but this does not negate, of course. So, because keep in mind, with Invocation you can summon anything if you use monster from your hand. I used 2 El Shadow monster from my hand. Grista is here, plus Alo's effect, and Wendy's effect, and yeah, it's got the effect of blue layer, but still we summon the Adjunct for the next turn, effect of Squamata to send another monster to pop the field spell basically, and he just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. So guys, that was all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the first video of the year, guys. I take the chance to wish you the best here that we all can have together, and of course on all your personal objectives, what are you aiming at, guys. I wish you the best for this year, and of course I take the chance also to say thank you to all for an amazing year that was the 2023 together, of course, guys, and I'm so excited to start this new 2024 together. Again, coming back streaming on the 5th of January or on the 4th probably. I'm gonna, of course, keep you updated on the posts on YouTube and on Discord. If you haven't done it yet, don't forget to join. It's, of course, free, and so you can keep an eye on all the news, and of course I give you notice every time I upload something, or for the live streaming, of course. Guys, without no much further ado, Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.